Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? Just in time for Purim, that's the way the article opens, but the Israeli national news is reporting, and we're getting reports, I want to thank Kenny and Penny for this. Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has been hospitalized in the last few hours, extremely ill. He is in critical condition with major organ failure. Let me read to you what the Israeli national news is reporting on this. Just in time for Purim, the Jewish holiday celebrating the redemption of the Jewish people from plots of genocide by ancient Persia, the Iranian supreme leader, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was reportedly hospitalized. He's in critical condition. According to the Arab media reports, cited by some of the other Arabic media, the supreme leader, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was urgently brought to a hospital in Tehran after several of his bodily systems had already failed. I repeat, several of his bodily systems have already failed. The reports say the 76-year-old supreme leader of the Islamic regime of Iran has undergone surgery and remains in critical condition. Recently, it had been reported that he was suffering from prostate cancer, which had spread to additional parts of his body. And due to his poor health condition, he had largely ceased in taking part in public events. The hospitalization comes just days after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed Congress just 48 hours ago and told the United States that it was the supreme leader of Iran, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who had tweeted that Israel needs to be annihilated. And we know that he has repeatedly said that the Jewish state of Israel should be wiped off the pages of history. Now, he's not the only one. The former president, Maud Ahmadinejad, used to say the same thing quite often and would even lead people in chants, death to Israel, and death to America. Now, the new president, Hassan Rouhani, has also had a tough stance against Israel, making statements that they should no longer exist. Now, all of that is right out of the Bible, actually. If you read Psalms 83, it says that they will form a confederacy. Those that have come against thee have risen their head. And David asked God to not be silent, but to respond. For they have come together as one consent. They are confederate against thee, or against the nation of Israel. And that they say, let us wipe them out from being a nation, that they no longer be remembered again. So the very words, basically, from Psalms 83 have been uttered and spoken publicly, and even in large audiences, as well as in news reports, that all three of them, the unholy trinity, if you will, of the supreme leader of Iran, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the former president Maud Ahmadinejad, and the current president Hassan Rouhani, have all called for the destruction of Israel, and none of them recognize Israel as a nation. Now, also, as we speak, the United States of America is still meeting with Iran. It's not just the U.S., but 6 superpowers, including the United States, United Kingdom and France, China, Russia, and Germany, trying to put together a nuke deal, despite the urgent recommendation by Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The negotiations continue to go on, but this may set this whole thing back if the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei doesn't survive. It's quite extraordinary that after Netanyahu makes this speech, and right during Purim, when God, which is a celebration of God delivering the Jewish people from the evil plot by Haman and the Persian Empire, if you will, the Persian Iranian Empire, that on the very feast, the Iranian leader has fallen gravely ill. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to Bible prophecy. Because, folks, we're truly living in the last days. Do you think it is just a coincidence that the leader of Iran would be in this condition during Purim after he has cursed Israel? Is it a coincidence it happened during Purim? Or is God's scriptures true? God is not mocked. Whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. Give your life to Jesus Christ, because the word of the Lord is true, and Jesus Christ is the Savior, and he'll accept you and receive him as your Savior. Time is running out. I'll be back. God bless.